regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Soldier Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was wrong with the execution of that play. Good news, they're getting ready to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Bears had 2 and 14 in what's been a tough year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, Connor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down now, Connor. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Connor, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A game there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Seriously, was that even a play? What are you doing?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther Street, Panther Street. Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
What is it?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Hey, people are cashing checks. People are cashing checks. All right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Check 60, check 60. Check, hurt. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go check.
He'll drop to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Easy. Yellow. Attack. Come back.
On first down, Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, they're up. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage...
This is caught inside the 15, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 55 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
That is what we do.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Connor. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw.
That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ready, set.
Now 2nd and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
Back to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Turn it up, fellas, turn it up. It's about time, fellas.
Get it together. Big play. Big play. Beat him up. You can do it, man.
Another try. Second and 10 now.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Check smash, check smash. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Come on, boys, keep it going. Take it to him.
They'll come up now on second down.
18, pioneer. Riggs, Riggs. Keep those sticks moving. Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. 65 catch. 65 catch. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can back.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther streak. Panther streak.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Come 19. Come 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Big Lion. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Ready up. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. And that
is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was
state. Unfortunately, I will not be able to come in. We'll keep you posted. I may have to end my contract early. Don't put that in there.
No, I wouldn't put that.
Take my other picture off of my when you saying the orthopedic. That's the you take that one off. Hospital thing.
Right. I mean, because you're going to see him today, right?
I got that one. Take that one off.
I don't know what that one is.
This is where I was seeing and my orthopedic.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that one. What the excuse one? Let me see that excuse one. It only gave you 2 days.
It only gave me 2 days, but this one here said that I'll follow up with the orthopedic, and then I was just saying.
Oh, well, I would leave that one.
She said I should have seen this tomorrow. What movie is to watch?
It's just another night. What the heck? That was no good.
I think it's ours.
No, that's
Yeah, it is.
That's a full size.
That's what we got. What's the let me see. Hey Cynthia. What you doing? I'm in the bed, looking on the internet. When you do? What's the name of the apartment is right there behind the sign? Nobody I know what we call it, the shores at Elderbrook. Elder Pond. Oh. What you cooking is good today? What you what you cook yesterday? I ain't getting no. I gotta come over and give me some potato salad. Sounds delicious.
The home front. I've relocated to a lot. What you doing today?
Jack. I ain't going there. They 1271 car. You heard that, Carlos? Some handy.
I had fun. Y'all need to doggone do that more often. Kim was jamming. I ain't seen Kim dance in a long time. She was getting down.
How much is it right?
Raggedy. House coat and no padded slippers, and she no longer does anything different with her hair. Stupid ponytail. Wait. That's your fault.
Now.
You're the one that told Adia that she looked good without the flash. Yeah, I mean.
What's good?
Nice, a black man every once in a while, right?
Way good.
YouTube is
All right, sissy, go ahead. I'm gonna finish doing what I'm doing on this internet. Okay. Think he got on here and started looking at stuff, or he waiting on me to do it.
I don't know what the problem is. What did he say the reason the man
He didn't get no reason, but he said
that don't make sense.
he said what he got, they wasn't doing renewing it for that one. He can go back to the other one. I think he ain't getting along with people in the house. You said the man ain't wanted to renew it before, right?
Well, he ain't been smoking because the dude.
But you know how Toya is. It's probably none of them want him there. And he ain't got grounds to throw him out, so he just tell me he can't stay there at that location, but he can go to the other one. I told him push come to shove, go to the other one. I don't mean no harm, but you're not getting along with people at the house, and every job you get on is something with somebody. So it can't be everybody. You gotta look at the source eventually.
Hey, no, the common denominator.
Well, the common denominator. Look at these houses. This one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,500 square feet, 1849. Our house bigger than all these. This one about the size of our house. In fact, it's in the same neighborhood. It's going for 2,000.
That's real.
Yeah.
Well, I told you
good restaurant. Oh, you should try J and Mission Burrito. I go there all the time. Good to know. So another question for you,
This one
Amari.
is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,100 square feet, 1,900.
You don't like it? I get into that kind of look. I like a smooth face man. Sweeter, more innocent look. Stop, Toby. Sorry, he doesn't act like that. I never got into any pet. I hope that's not a deal breaker. You getting
This one in the same neighborhood too.
dog is it? Baby, baby, let's go. We need to sunlight for our shot. If you're taken, then why do I see something in your eyes that says so much more than friendship? Yeah, I've been asking myself that same question. Get the answer to that question before you go. Trust me, I'm the main course. Bye.
The main course, she ain't no side dish. Okay.
Thank you for the gift.
I don't know what the heck we watching. But they got upgrades in their house.
You look beautiful.
That's his wife there?
I see more than this in that old rainbow. Babe, you have a more optical side. Cause now you know I'm supposed to be doing that. Been trying
That's
to.
what you be saying about me and my
Sugar. You refuse to go to marriage counseling.
Okay, I got you. I got you, Carl, and you ain't even gotta respond.
I know that we've changed and grown. Yeah. Grown apart. My mom and dad went through the same thing when they were young. And what did they do? They had their
Fine.
own
Nope.
very special. I don't like the sound of that.
Let me see if I can come on here and do these modules. So, yeah. Hey, I feel like. Okay, let's see if I can change the things on here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the 3 bedroom. She got her. She got Malaysia, Zaire.
Wait, why are you doing? What are you
Do
doing?
3 bedrooms. Just check out the rental. Shoot, you get an apartment for 1,400.
Amari, your food's ready.
Oh, here's one.
I don't want it to get cold for my
1,300.
hot man.
But it's a
That's
3 bedroom.
small. It's only 1,300 square feet.
Good morning, Mr. Amari. I figured I better make sure you had a solid breakfast. Last night, okay? I know you.
Alright, let's look on the other side of town.
I lost count after 3 hours. What happened? Why'd you cut your beard? I needed a change. You look good, dude. I know. It started to get real itchy. It was no longer the look I was going for. So. I understand. You know, this weekend I'll be pulling a double at the hospital. You shouldn't have worn me out.
Even on the rough side of town, houses high. I hate when you do those late night shifts.
I know, babe, but we could use the money. Maybe catch it.
Oh, you're right, Carl. Look, this one's 1,200, and it's a 3 bedroom.
I am not feeling kids right now. But you know,
I
that's
was
what I
living in that
want.
one in 2,000.
Where's all this coming from? Once kids get into the picture, it changes everything. Exactly. I don't want to be like one of those crazy women at the beach who has Toby in a baby carriage.
You talking business, and you trying to do all of that.
I already told you what we were doing.
What we going up to?
Now we
Please
at least.
get the shortest started for me.
I mean,
Very right.
it's gonna be no less than that.
Yeah, see what I see.
And
he and I got to arguing about having kids, and I realized I was
I'm
so
gonna go
against
warm
the
up my
idea.
gumbo.
Go ahead and say it. I don't know if I see a lifetime with a deal.
Cause we got food
Now,
out there.
now let me ask you a question. They say they gonna move and they can't afford. Then what we gonna do?
We'll rent it out. We're gonna rent it out for 23, 2400. Hey, cause we gotta have somebody that can at least pay the rent and whatever extra that we have. But see, if somebody else moving there, we don't need.
We'll have to pay the lights anyway.
You think so?
I know so, because you can't take the solar panels because we got solar panels on
I
now.
don't know if I stay stuck in one of those killers. All of them.
But they light bill will be low.
Yeah, but they gotta pay for the solars. They gotta pay for
Well, the solar be included in the rent. That's what we was trying to make sure that.
I'm finna find me something to eat, man. I guess since you ain't fixing me nothing.
I ain't cooking. You told me, baby. You see how you do me?
What I did?
You said, baby, don't worry about it. I'm coming to lay here with you.
I did. I been.
And we're going to spend time. You ain't tell me nothing about I had to feed you and all that.
I ain't tell you had to feed me. You the one said I had to feed you. See this?
Oh, you said, baby, I'm here. I'm gonna spend time with you. We're gonna sit there, and I'm gonna take care of you. That's what you said. When you walk through the door, and you say, I'm gonna cook you some. I'm gonna start out by cooking you some breakfast.
I did cook you some breakfast.
I know you did. You said I'm gonna start out by cooking you some breakfast.
That wasn't even good enough.
It was. That's right. You done burned it off now. You said it's not.
And you ain't say thank you and that.
You a lie.
The Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual permanent setting comfort or sleep number setting. It actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side. Now, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus pre-owned Caribbean with cat and base. That's President's Day, only at Sleep Number. This time, yeah. Last time I was looking for you.
Looking for me? Why?
Your beauty grabbed my heart. It's like death grip on it.
Wow, poetic. Because you want to get that type of stuff all the time.
Right now, you're all I can think about. Can't believe I said it out loud.
Why do you regret saying it? Because I don't regret hearing it.
Tell me about you.
You act like this is our first date.
Maybe it is. Plus, someone needs to know what's behind that beautiful face.
Well, I'm a Midwest girl. I always knew I wanted to model ever since I was 4. I'm a daddy's girl. My daddy taught me never sugarcoat my love for what I love, so I love hard.
Really? Well, I love to see that.
I already have. I work like crazy, but I love it. As a result, not much of a personal life.
Kidding me? No husband, boyfriend, meeting models running around?
I was married once before, but it didn't work out. It's still hard for me to talk about. And I don't have any children, but you're funny mini models.
I love your laugh. How can you not have a man?
I'm busy. Plus, men don't understand how I love. I'm all in, and I want someone who's all in it with me. I'm sure your wife would say the same.
Why do you keep bringing her up?
Because if you're still with her, it's as if she's here with us.
Well, we've grown apart. It really has.
Does she know that?
Somebody help! Please help me! Somebody help me!
You know, Granny used to tell me that nightmares are warnings of what's coming in our life.
Thanks. Look, I don't know how to say this, but I'm not happy.
What are you talking about?
It's the same old, and I'm only in my 30s. Now, it scares me to have another 5 years like this, let alone 50.
What are you telling me? What? Marriage? You want a divorce?
Look, I want more. And you keep ignoring me. And never want to go out. You used to get dressed up and surprise me, but now nothing. And when I suggested counseling, you acted like I cussed you out.
We can work this out ourselves. I'll work less and make more time for us. I know that's why you didn't want to have children.
That's not it.
It is though. I know with more effort from the both of us, we can get back to the way it was. Let's do like my parents did. Have weekly dates. Yeah, that's all we have to do. No more cancellations from me. Yeah, this Thursday night I get off of work at 6:30. Let's meet at JM Mission Burritos around 7ish. I know we can get back on track. I just know it.
Fancy meeting you here, Mr. Amari Jacob.
Phoebe Rogers. It's good seeing you too. I thought this was the week you would be in Australia.
The agency failed to meet my requirements, so I had to cut that out my schedule. Sometimes you have to let people know your worth. Don't settle, you know?
I like that approach to life.
square up.
Still care.
Care? I want a husband that not only cares about me, but loves and adores me and wants to have a family with me. Not settle for me.
You're right. I don't want you to settle for anything less. I'm sorry.
You can stay here as long as you like. I don't have a kid this weekend. And even then, we won't.
Thanks, but I think I might get my spot by next week. And my office works with a property management company. I've been doing Texas for years, and they said that they'll give me a good deal if I'm ever in the market for a downtown rental.
Wait a minute. You an idea. That's just a weird argument. Are you two really through?
Like, D is sweet and all. Phoebe.
Well, girl, come on, Mari.
She's into me in every man's dream. You'll see. Mm-mm-mm. You are beautiful. All right. So if you weren't going to be a model, what else would you want to
I never had anyone ask me that. I always knew that's what I'll do. No backup plan for me. Same thing when I find the right guy. I'm in it for life. How about you? What do you do? And if you had to do something else, what would it be?
I'm a financial advisor, and my side hustle is a tax preparer. And if I wasn't doing one of those things, it would have to be something with numbers. A math teacher. Yeah, I guess I'm predictable.
You're Mr. Predictable, all right. Maybe I can bring some spontaneity into your life. How about we fly to Cancun after tax season? Or Paris in the fall? You ever been to either place?
I've never been on an airplane. I am afraid of heights.
Really? Wow, I guess altitude's too attractive. I love traveling. A great perk of my career. Never been on a plane.
It was an experience when I was a kid. Went on a Ferris wheel, and my fear was that it was going to get stuck. So I went on, and guess what?
Don't tell me you got stuck.
What are the odds, right?
Well, I guess I could work for good too. What are the odds I find the man of my dreams at a dog park and I don't like dogs?
Men of your dreams. How did I get that title?
Let's see. You're hardworking, smart, kind, and handsome. And I can tell you really do care for me.
How do you know that without even saying it?
Because you look into my heart and don't just stare at my breast.
Well, I've been practicing that for a while.
Looks like it paid off.
Oh, hi.
Here's the rest of his cup.
Thanks. Hi, and I grabbed your spirit card by mistake. I'll have to remember to drop it off.
You can put it in the mail.
Oh, no. Signed the lease to the new apartment, and they're dog friendly.
Good. Then you fit right in.
I want Toby.
You can't have Toby. He's mine. You bought him for me as a gift.
No, it was a gift for our home. Plus, I picked him out, and you never take care of him.
That's not true.
Yeah, you're never home with your work schedule. The only attention that someone would get is if, I don't know, it was a medical emergency.
You want Toby? Then I'll see you in court.
Ow, please, Adia. Toby is just as much as my dog as he is yours, and you know it.
I don't know what hurts most.
Yeah, come in, Phoebe. Here I come. Here I come, baby. I got a kiss from Miss Phoebe. Yo, you don't look too good. You alright?
I kept telling him that.
You do sound like Candace. I'm fine. Just took an antibiotic for it. That's one of those waters, Mark. Thank you. So, what brings you two by?
This guy for real? It's been months since we talked.
We exchanged text messages. Well, you don't even like texting. Your new woman must have you on a tight leash. Oh, see now, you wish you had a woman like that who wanted you so close. Ooh, hit a brother hard with the truth, why don't you?
You refunded our call. Okay, and show up for the game. We wouldn't sway you so hard. I could have told you if I knew you wouldn't show up.
My bad. Phoebe made plans, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with me. It's all right now that I'm with Phoebe. Yeah, you're mystery lady.
What about idea?
Probably married too soon. Trust me, I'm happier with Phoebe.
Uh-oh. I heard my name.
Oh, oh my God, look at that. I was giving away angels. Hey.
Hi, I'm Dalton. You must be a legendary figure. It's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Dalton. So this must be Simeon.
See, I didn't know why Marty was making such a big fuss about you at first, but now I'm starting to understand. Extreme pleasure to meet you, Miss Phoebe.
Please, just Phoebe. The title Miss gives a hint of me being old. It's bad enough I have to compete with 14-year-olds for a modeling job.
Don't worry about your age, baby. Cute as well. Oh, hey, how about we all go out for lunch?
Oh, I wanted to spend some time with you before I head north for my photo shoot.
We didn't mean to intrude. We just wanted to check in on our boy.
Well, he's doing good, and he's keeping me happy.
Yeah, glad to hear that. Safe travels, Phoebe. Amari, look, man, just hit us up. Yeah. What you fellas got in mind?
Oh, don't forget, you have to decide what you'll donate. Gotta consolidate since we got our new place.
Moving in together already? You two have been dating for just a few months.
That's what people do when they're in love. No days on the calendar can dictate that.
Well, look, Amari, man, just hit us up whenever you get some free time, all right? My man. Look, got you a nice little eye cake. That pepperoni. Look. Champion of the feet. Got body, too. Finally, you met my crew.
Yeah, but not what I expected.
What do you mean?
Sometimes friends are for a reason and a season. You let these guys win.
Sweet school, we're like brothers.
Yeah, but you're all grown up and you need grown up friends.
My whole life, Simeon and Dalton have been vice versa. I don't tell you who to talk to or what to eat or what to wear.
I don't hear it that way. I just see you with different types of people. That's all.
Well, like friends in your circle.
Let's not fight. I leave tomorrow. I want to spend my time loving you, not fighting you. Can we agree on that? Huh?
Agreed.
Using the most powerful Tacoma ever with the shut the front door handle, also known as the seriously wrong handle, and even the no me gusta handle. Instead of the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Come on, man. Hit him? Are you not gonna hit him? Come in. Ah! Yeah. Good in this one.
Yeah, just waiting with that beautiful woman. Dude, that beautiful straight up that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, much better than her did. Can you believe that she wanted to sue me for Toby? Yeah. The woman is upset. Hurt. Payback time. Well, at least I got her to agree on switching days with Toby. See how long that lasts.
I still can't believe you walked away from me.
But she was good and kind to me, but my love turned stale. Bet you don't have that with Miss know very little words. She ain't feeling that.
Oh, yeah, I can tell when I get on a woman's lap. Okay, what did she say when you left?
Yo, she ain't gave you all a chance, but she'll come around. We'll see.
Did I miss the party?
Hey, babe. No, just catching up with the fellas. Watching some Sunday Night Football. Glad to see you again, Phoebe. How was your trip?
I got fired.
Why did you fire him?
Because I'm rude people in my business. Sorry, I snapped. Amari, I really have a migraine, so I'll need some peace and quiet.
No problem. Just go lay out. Get some tea.
That'll be wonderful, baby. And my phone's dead, so Gary might call you. Just tell him I got his message, and I'll meet him at Chambers Studio at noon for our photo session.
Chambers Building. I used to work there back in the day before they revamped the whole thing.
Yeah, Gary runs the steaks there. Well, I hope you gentlemen have a good evening.
All right, see you second half of my house.
Cool, I'll bring you refreshing. Mark, you got like a bag or something to put this stuff in? Wait, hold on. Where are y'all going? Y'all ain't gotta leave. Bruh, you didn't see that woman's snake eye? You know what? It kind of reminded me of this one time I told Candace we need to get all these extra pillows out of the bed. So I reached back trying to grab one of the pillows. I ended up grabbing her stomach. Only thing that got thrown out of bed that night was me. Well, see, that right there just shows that
Seriously, you blinded by Judy, brother. He's an undercover media manipulated creature. She's subtle, but I said, hell, Holly didn't see it.
no. See, you and Sheila.
I know what I'm looking at because of Sheila. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You better get those blinders off quick. It will get worse the longer you stay in it.
See, now the money you know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Toby.
What, Toby? Oh,
Looks like you'll be receiving double on return.
What the hell's the matter with you? You sent me some divorce papers at my door?
I'm sorry, but my next appointment just dropped by. Yeah, but if you agree to the return, just sign the papers and send them back. Okay. I'm glad I can help. All right. Bye. My attorney said that I needed to make sure you got the documents in delivered. You're never at home, and God knows you're always at work.
Do you love her?
I think at first sight.
You're loving her, not loving her.
More than I have with you.
You've got me a divorce, but I'm not Toby.
I don't care about the dog.
That's my fault. I'm not fighting you or anything else, but I want him. You two don't have any children, so why do you need to interact with her?
Toby as much as her dog as he is mine.
Then let her have the damn dog.
I want to keep Toby, and we'll continue to alternate weeks.
Alternate weeks. You don't know the type of games women play, Amari, and this woman is running games on you, and I won't stand for it. Hey, what's the matter with you? Me? Nothing's wrong with me. Phoebe was married before.
Yeah, I was married before too. That's in the past.
He's dead. From a horrible fire. And it may be more than one husband or even boyfriend. Look, I saw some pictures online.
Stop with the I Spy. Phoebe mentioned her marriage and she'll tell me more when she's ready.
Wake up, Amari. You might be with the serial killer.
What proof do you have? Plus, look at her. I mean, does she look like a serial killer?
Why no?
I know that you didn't want our marriage to end. We just grew apart. Toby! Toby!
Hey, what's taking you so long?
I can't find Toby. I let him loose back here.
He's probably in heat, like me.
He never strays away from home. Plus, he couldn't have got out on his own. And you know that our neighbors can't stand his barking.
Look, I'm sure he'll show up. He could be out here all night. And it's getting cold. Go to bed.
Toby! Toby!
I swear you love that dog more than me.
Come on, Phoebe, be for real.
The problem isn't me. I had a tough day and all I want is for my man to hold me. This is why I had to cut you from out of my life.
Was that your husband?
Yes,
What happened to him?
he was murdered.
Murder.
Never found out. Carjacking. Told him stay out of those shady neighborhoods. Can we just go to bed, please?
Son, how?
Why do you love that dog so much?
My first dog.
Okay,
Toby. Hey,
it's okay. He knows I'm not much of a dog lover.
I'm Amari. It's really good to meet you. Did you just move it?
Yeah, and I can't seem to find a good restaurant.
Oh, you should try J and Fish Burrito. I go there all the time.
Good to know. I can't believe it's been 7 years. That's crazy. I never thought I'd stay with you this long.
I don't know why. No one said it was going to be a cat.
Yeah, but they didn't say be a train wreck either.
Let's just get settled, wrap things down, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and enjoy this anniversary.
Yes. What? Give me a drink. These are my tissue box covers.
Remember, tissues come in their own boxes. It's important for young homeowners to let go of the things turning them into their parents. There we go. All right, who's next?
I've been holding on to these pieces of crown molding because you never know when you're going to need them.
I do. And it's never. It can be a lot for them. You still own that car?
We're sisters. We fight all the time. I'm actually here to apologize to her. It may not be so easy this time. She feels like you really disrespected her, and I gotta tell her she's right. Oh, all right. So, since you know my sister so well, can you call her and tell her to open the damn door? Hang up. Yeah. Did he get her? Oh my God. Look, let's not panic. She could be up there hungover or laid up with something going on. Yeah. All right. Be careful. We don't want to be disrespectful. Call the police. Call the police? I'm talking to a police officer. You're a cop. Oh, hell no. This is my day off. Go ahead and call. I'm going to get something on and I'll come by and pick you up. We'll go get some baby. What the hell is going on? I don't know. We're talking to the firemen upstairs. They won't let me in. Okay, all right.
Hey, well, I'm surprised. So, how you doing?
Good.
Good. That's why you're supposed to be suspended for 3 months. Really run your ass. Good to see you back, though.
Yeah, it's good to be back. My girl's upstairs, so I really gotta go, okay? Get off of me! No, no police officer. He needs $1,000. $1,000. No, no. This is personal. I'm gonna take you downstairs. I'm gonna need you to get your bearings, and it's okay. Cool?